I'm showing you every single 2025 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival menu, over 35 food booths. Let's see which booths are actually worth your money and time. This is Michaela with The Curious Mortal, your go to for Disney World secrets, hacks, and better planning. And today we're exploring every single menu at the 2025 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. This festival runs at Epcot from August 28th to November 22nd and comes with your normal park admission. With over 35 food booths and over 200 items to try, we've got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to work our way through each area of the park, starting with World Celebration. Our first stop is Brewing Lab at the Odyssey. They've got Korean barbecue wings, some amazing Impossible chicken tenders. Yes, I tried them. They were our favorite ones, and a variety of hard ciders, including flights for $12.75. This booth runs $5 to $13, so it's pretty standard festival pricing. Next, we have Connections Eatery. Now, this isn't technically a festival food booth, but they do have specialty items just for food and wine. They added a French onion burger, which sounds incredible, and a chocolate bomb kitchen with ganache and whipped cream. They also have two versions of their passion fruit cream slush, a regular version and a rum spiked version. Items here range from about $6 to $15. Before we head to World Discovery, I've got a free Notion template with every single item from this festival in it, with pictures and pricing. You can mark things as must eat or hard pass to plan your perfect festival menu. Links in the description. Next on our map, we have World Discovery. In this area of the park, we have 5 different places to try. First up, we have the Fry Basket. As you'd expect, this booth is all about elevated fries. The star here is their fry flight for $8. They've also got adobo yuca fries with plant-based garlic cilantro aioli for $5.75. Items run $5.75 to $12.50. Next up is Flavors from Fire. This booth is focusing on grilled and smoked items. They've got a Montreal-style burger slider, smoked corned beef with potato chips and beer cheese fondue, a grilled beef skewer with marble potatoes and chimichurri, and a unique swine brine cocktail with bourbon, apple cinnamon cider, and Dijon mustard. Prices range from $6 to $12 here. Now, the straw freeze is always here in World Discovery, but they do have a specialty coffee for the festival. It's a churro latte. It's espresso with dulce de leche sauce and cinnamon syrup, topped with whipped cream and cinnamon. You can get it with Bailey's Irish cream for $14.99 or non-alcoholic for $6.79. Now we have Gyozas of the Galaxy. This booth opens September 28th, and they're doing a dumpling theme with some creative flavors. There's a French onion soup style, street corn style, and a buffalo style dumpling, each for $6. They've also got a pineapple colada cocktail for $12. Everything here is $6 except the cocktail, so it's a pretty budget-friendly booth. And finally, Coastal Eats, also opening September 28th. This booth is all about seafood. The highlights are Peruvian ceviche, a seaside pot pie, and a lump crab cake. Items range from $6.50 to $12.50. Now we're moving into World Nature, where there are only 2 festival spots to check out. First up is Sunshine Seasons. This is one of Epcot's regular quick service restaurants, but they do have one special festival item. They're offering a Remy milkshake for $10.99. It's a strawberry cheesecake shake topped with a cookie, mini cheesecake, white chocolate Eiffel Tower, and a strawberry. It's non-alcoholic and definitely Instagram worthy if you're into themed treats. Next, we have Earth Eats. This booth is focusing on sustainable and plant-forward options. They've got a red wine braised beef short rib, and the dessert at this booth is one of the cheapest at the whole festival, a lemon poppy seed cake with lemon icing for $4.50. For drinks, they have a Harkin Barrel fermented Chardonnay and a Minute Maid strawberry hibiscus agua fresca. Items range from $4.50 to $8.50, making this one of the more budget-friendly booths. The next area we have up is between World Showcase and Imagination Pavilion. Literally, that's what Epcot is calling this area for the festival. We have 4 food booths. First up, we have Bramblewood Bites, and it's focusing on fall flavors and cast iron cooking. The standout here is the cast iron seared river trout. We tried it, and it was really good. They've also got cast iron roasted Brussels sprouts with dried cranberries for $5. That's actually one of the cheaper vegetarian options at the festival. For drinks, there's a spiced apple old fashioned with rum and some local wines. Items range from $5 to $16. Next up is Milled and Mold, which has a cozy fall theme. They're doing a mini churro sundae with apple cinnamon and caramel plus vanilla gelato, fall fruit cheesecake with fig and balsamic cheese, and carrot cake with cream cheese icing. All their food items are under $6, making this a budget-friendly dessert stop. Forest and Field is going for an autumn harvest vibe. The most interesting item here is their schiacciata sandwich. Hopefully I said that right. That's mortadella prosciutto, sun-dried peppers, and cheese on focaccia. They've also got pumpkin mascarpone ravioli and autumn chili with plant-based beef and a bread bowl. Both the sandwich and the chili come in larger portions than most festival dishes, making them a solid choice for the price. Items range range from $5.50 to $9.75. And finally, Swirled Showcase. This booth is all about frozen treats and floats. They've got a strawberry beer float made with Belgian white beer and soft serve. Yeah, it sounds weird, but I've heard it's really good. Frozen apple pie with soft serve and cider, and liquid nitrogen frozen pumpkin cheesecake mousse with Philadelphia cream cheese. Items range from $5.50 to $13.25. All right, now let's head on over to the port of entry area. We have 4 spots to run through here. First up is Australia. The food highlights are roasted lamb chop with mint pesto and a grilled bushberry spice shrimp skewer with coconut chili sauce. There's also mixed berry pavlova with meringue shell for $4.75. That's one of the cheaper desserts at the festival. And lastly, they have Australian wines, including a wine flight for $7.50. Items range from $4.75 to $8.75. Next up is Hawaii. The standout here is their Hawaiian rice bowl with spam, eggs, and furikake for $6.25. It's pretty authentic Hawaiian comfort food. They've also got pineapple cheesecake with passion fruit curd and slow roasted pork slider with pineapple chutney. For drinks, there's an Oahu sunrise cocktail with vodka and pineapple juice for $14.50. Items range from $5.25 to $14.50. Now, the Joffrey's in this area of the park has a different festival coffee feature, a fudge brownie cold brew. It's a cold brew with Irish cream syrup and dark chocolate sauce topped with whipped cream and chocolate powder. You can get it with Bailey's Irish Cream for $14.99 or non-alcoholic for $6.79. And finally, Shimmering Sips. This booth is all about mimosas and sparkling drinks. They've got blood orange, berry, and tropical mimosas all for $7.50 each, plus mimosa flights for $14.50. There's also a plant-based strawberry champagne trifle for $5.75. But here's the important part. This is where you collect your prize if you complete Emil's Fromage Montage, the cheese-themed food stroll. This is a special cheese-themed scavenger hunt where you buy 5 specific cheese dishes from different booths, collect stamps and a festival passport, and earn a special prize at Shimmering Sips. Make sure to grab your festival passport at port of entry to start collecting those cheese dish stamps. And speaking of planning your cheese crawl, I've got a free Notion template with every single item from this festival, complete with pictures and pricing. You can mark things as must eat or hard pass to plan your perfect festival menu. And I've specifically marked which items qualify for Emil's Fromage Montage. You can plan that cheese scavenger hunt too. The link's in the description below. Oh my goodness, we've made it to World Showcase, and this is where the Food and Wine Festival really comes alive. With booths spanning nearly every country pavilion, you could honestly spend your entire day eating around the world here. And yes, we have the age-old debate, do you start in Canada or do you start in Mexico? Today we'll be starting in Canada with our first stop being the refreshment port. The star here is the braised beef poutine, fries piled with braised beef, mushroom sauce, boursin garlic, and fine herbs cheese, cheese curds, and gherkin relish for $10. It's one of the more filling festival dishes and definitely shareable. They're also pouring a mix of seasonal drinks. Items range from $6 to $10, with the poutine being the main draw. Next up is the Canada food booth, which is always a festival favorite. The standout is the filet mignon with mushrooms and mashed potatoes featuring boursin garlic and fine herbs cheese for $10. They've also got the classic cheddar and bacon soup with a pretzel roll because who doesn't want a nice bowl of soup in 90-degree weather? Drinks here include Canadian wine and beer options with prices ranging $5.75 to $10. Next, we have another Joffrey's location, and we have a different festival specialty drink. It's the creme brulee cold brew. It's a cold brew with caramel syrups topped with whipped cream and caramel sauce. You can grab it non-alcoholic for $6.79 or with Bailey's Irish Cream for $14.99. Definitely a sweet pick-me-up if you're hitting that midday slump. As we make our way around World Showcase, we get to France, and this is always a heavy hitter at Food and Wine, and this year's menu is no different. For savory options, they have bourguignon. Well, I tried my best, and that's not going to be the last time I struggle with something in this video, but here's what really matters. It's a red wine braised short rib with potato puree. They also have a trio of escargot bites and croissant dough with a garlic parsley dip. If you want something a little different, the spice brioche with a 3-cheese filling runs $8.50. On the sweet side, there's a vanilla creme brulee with blueberry lime compote for $6.95. And the drinks here lean French classics with wines and a chilled French Cosmo cocktail with prices ranging from $6.95 to $14.95. Next, we have Brazil. The must-try here is the warm Brazilian cheese bread for $5. And yes, I'm not going to try and say the actual name because it can very easily lean towards sounding like a different word in Portuguese, so I'm just not going to go there. The cheese bread does count toward the Emil's Fromage Montage. Make sure you grab that passport stamp. They're also serving feijoada, a hearty dish of black beans with pork belly and Brazil nut pesto over rice. For drinks, they're serving a frozen Brazilian cocktail for $12.50. Overall, items range from $5 to $12.50. Now we move into Belgium with some classic Belgian waffles, one topped with berry compote and whipped cream, the other with warm chocolate ganache, both for $5.50. They've also got beer braised beef with smoked Gouda mashed potatoes potatoes for $6.75. For drinks, there's a beer flight and their signature chilled Belgian coffee, available alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Prices range from $5.25 to $12.75. Next up, we have Tangerine Cafe, and they always bring some of the best variety. The food standouts are the Moroccan wrap with your choice of chicken, spiced lamb, or plant-based falafel, the stone-baked Moroccan bread with dips, and the pistachio cake with cinnamon pastry cream and candied walnuts. On the drink side, they're pouring ciders and a fig cocktail. Items here range from $5 to $12.75. Now, Greece is serving up some Mediterranean comfort food. Highlights include the lamb gyro with tzatziki and tomato cucumber relish for $7, and the griddled cheese with pistachios and honey for $5.25, which also counts toward a meal's fromage montage. They've also got spanakopita for $5 and a moussaka with impossible beef at $5.50, making this booth one of the most budget-friendly. Drinks include a wine flight and a Greek melon limeade cocktail for $12. Items range from $5 to $12. If you're working on the cheese crawl, this stop is a must with that griddled cheese. Japan always comes through with festival favorites. The beef wagyu don is a traditional rice bowl with American wagyu beef, pickles, and spices for $9.50. Other options include a crispy fried pollock with spicy mayo and yuzu sauce for $8.50, and the teriyaki chicken bun for $7.95. For a fun, non-alcoholic pick, the peachy mango boba is $7. Drink highlights include sake cocktails and a sparkling sake. Items range from $5.50 to $14. From Japan into America, our first stop is the Funnel Cake Stand, and they're offering a special huckleberry funnel cake. It's topped with huckleberry ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, blackberry brandy glaze, and powdered sugar for $12. This one's definitely over the top, but if you're a funnel cake fan, it's worth the splurge. Block and Hands is keeping it simple this year with frozen pineapple chipotle lemonade. You can grab it non-alcoholic for $6.75 or spiked with Tito's vodka for $17.50. It's refreshing with a little kick, perfect if you need a drink to cool down. Just a couple steps away, we have Flavors of America. This booth is loaded with options. On the savory side, they've got a New England slider for $6 and a Gulf Coast style seafood roll with lobster, shrimp, and bisque on brioche for $8.75. For dessert, there's a freshly baked chocolate pudding cake with bourbon caramel for just $5. Beer flights and regional brews round out the menu. This is a solid booth if you want variety in one stop. Items range from $5 to $12.75. Right next to the Flavors of America booth, you have Regal Eagle Smokehouse. This is a permanent quick service spot, but they've added a festival feature, the cherry lime slush for $6.49. It's non-alcoholic and a good grab if you're looking for something kid-friendly or just need a sugar boost between booths. The final thing here in the American Pavilion is the Joffrey's. The festival specialty here is the butterscotch cookie cold brew. It's a cold brew with cookie butter and butterscotch syrup, topped with whipped cream and sea salt caramel toffee sauce. You can grab it non-alcoholic for $6.79 or spiked with Bailey's for $14.99. Our next stop is Italy, and this booth is leaning into comfort classics. They've got tortellini alla vodka, a 4-cheese tortellini with vodka sauce, parmesan, and chili oil for $8, and Bacchetti Kisses di Pizza with pepperoni, mozzarella, and tomato sauce for $8.75. For dessert, the chocolate spuma, chocolate mousse with caramel sauce and espresso whipped cream is $5.75. Drinks include Italian staples like Prosecco and Bellini Spritz at $15. Items range from $5.75 to $15, making this one of the pricier booths. Spain is a solid stop for shareable bites. Paella caldoso with shrimp scallops and mussels is $8, and a sampler of 3 Spanish bites for $7.25. For dessert, the Basque cheesecake with orange sauce comes in at $5.25. We're also offering Spanish wines and a frozen summer in Spain cocktail for $12.50. Items here run from $5.25 to $12.50. Germany is always a guest favorite. You've got a cheesy pasta gratin with ham and onions for $5.25, and it counts towards Emily's fromage montage. Other savory options include bratwurst on a pretzel roll for $6.25 and apple strudel with vanilla sauce for just $5. Drinks are focused on beers and a Riesling. Prices range from $5 to $12.75. This booth is consistently one of the most affordable and crowd-pleasing stops. Next, we have the Alps, and this booth is all about cozy, cheesy comfort. Big draw here is the warm raclette Swiss cheese served over baby potatoes and cornichons. You can get it plain for $5.50 or with alpine ham for $6. Both count toward a meal's fromage montage. For the dessert, the Kirschwasser torte with cherry brandy buttercream and cherry compote is $5.50. Drinks include a frozen rosé and Austrian lager, priced $5.75 to $9.50. As we keep walking through World Showcase, we run into Refreshment Outpost. This stand has a mix of global flavors flavors for the festival. Food wise, there's the beef stew with sweet potato pap and slaw for $6.75, plant based impossible spicy sausage roll for $6.50, and a South African cream liqueur chocolate mousse for $6.25. They're also pouring some unique ciders and beers at $12 each. Next up is India, and they are serving bold spices at budget friendly prices. The chicken tikka masala with naan bread is $6.50. The potato and pea samosa with coriander lime cream is just $5.50. We've also got the classic mango lassi for $5.25 or spiked with aged rum for $12.50. Everything here falls in the $5 to $7 range for food, making it one of the best value booths. Next, we have China with a lineup of festival favorites. The smoked duck bao bun is $8.25. The chicken dumplings with sweet and spicy sauce are $5.75, and noodles with minced beef and chili sauce run $8.50. For something fun, the mango peach bubble tea is $8.25 and is non-alcoholic. Cocktails like the frozen strawberry jasmine and baijiu punch round out the menu, priced $14.25 and $14.50. And finally, we end at one of the most popular booths, my favorite booth, Mexico. The tostada de carnitas with braised pork and chipotle black beans is $8, and the flauta de barbacoa with beef and salsa verde is $8.75. For dessert, the flan with caramel sauce and almonds is $6.75. Drinks are the star here with margaritas priced from $13.25 to $13.75, plus Mexican craft beers from $6 to $11. And that's every single booth at the 2025 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Over 35 booths and 200 plus items. We made it. Now, obviously, you can't and probably shouldn't eat everything in one day. That's where my free Notion Festival Planner comes in. It's got pictures, prices, and lets you mark things as must eat or hard pass so you can plan your perfect menu before you even hit the park. The link is down in the description. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more Disney World secrets and planning tips, and let me know in the comments which booth you're running to first this year. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time, and until then, stay curious.